Hey Fit Cats, welcome to the team. I wanted to give you a brief tutorial on what it is that you have gotten yourself into, because I know that we're a billion-dollar company. We've expanded tremendously since I started 3 years ago alone, and so there's a lot of information and a lot of things that you need to learn. It's kind of like a drink with a fire hose. So I want to break it down a little bit and make sure that you understand exactly what it is that you're doing. So I'm going to do this tutorial in small parts so that it's not too much information all at once, and you can come back to any one of these again in the future if you need to. So let's get started with the basic challenge pack. So what you got was a challenge pack, and in your challenge pack what you found were some books and some flyers, some pullouts, and a box or a bag of this good stuff, which we'll get to later, and some more pull-out flyers and things. And you were probably like, okay, this is cool. This is a lot of stuff. What do I do with it? Well, first off, I want to start by saying this. If you have not watched the What is a Coach video that I sent you in the introductory email, or if for some reason it got lost in whatever land, let me know, because Chalene Johnson does a really good job of breaking down what a Beachbody coach is and what my job is, so that you know exactly what my job is. But in brief, what I'm going to tell you is this. It's a little bit of tough love, not Jillian Michaels love. I don't like her, but I don't like what she stands for. But it is you need to be doing this on your own. And so I'm here to support you in whatever way that I need to be supporting you. And you know that me personally, as a coach, I have a background in mental health. I was a licensed therapist for years. I was an educator for years. And I'm a personal trainer through National Academy of Sports Medicine, which is one of the the big ones. And I also am getting my personal nutrition certification through Precision Nutrition with Dr. John Barretti, which again is another of the big wigs. So I have a lot of information personally, but also I've been doing Beachbody for 3 years. So I have a lot of personal knowledge about the products, and they've worked for me. They've done an amazing job for me. So that's kind of the key. So that's where I'm coming from. I've got a lot of knowledge, a lot of background, a lot of information. And if I don't know the answer to something, I'll help you go find it. So, but you've got to do the work first. So what's the work? Well, the first work is you've got to unload your package and look at everything. Don't throw anything away. Don't be like, oh, I don't really need this. I want you to look at everything. Now, I'm going to start with 21 Day Fix because kind of got some basis here. So this is the Start Here guide for 21 Day Fix. Some of the older programs don't have this exact same thing, but they might have something that looks like a 3, 5, 6 day quick fix that they have with them. All of them have a fitness guide that tells you about the program, and also a nutrition guide that tells you about nutrition. So these are all key components along with the DVDs. A lot of times people just get the DVDs and they're like, okay, well, I'll just do this. Read the books. Read them. Okay, so anyway, so we go back to the 21 Day Fix quick start here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just in brief, if you read it, you'll see there's calendars. There's also calendars online. I used to print out the calendars. In fact, I still do. I print out the online calendars because I can write all over them. I can make notes, what weights I did that day, how long it was, whether the work sucked, whatever it was that for the day, whether I needed to work on nutrition, sleep, I just made notes for myself so that now I can go back 3 years ago and I can look and say, okay, when I did T25 last time, what was it that I was doing? And I can reference it. It also helps because it lets me know when I'm feeling like I'm not having any changes, that I can go back and I can reference, oh yeah, I guess I am having some changes because I couldn't even touch my toes 3 years ago. And now I'm doing like crazy yoga poses. So you just need to be following along with all of this. So do the Start Here guide. Now, the next thing that's important is the transformation trackers. Pull this out and get your measurements. You should have had a measuring tape that was included. If not, let me know, or just go buy one. I mean, they're like 50 cents, whatever. Get a measuring tape and do your measurements. I don't care if you're embarrassed, whatever, it doesn't matter. Send them to me in private if you want to, but keep track of those. The other thing that you're going to want to do, and we'll get to the free t-shirts later, but you're going to want to find the one that talks about the t-shirts and how to do your before and after pictures. This is also on teambeachbody.com. So if you can't find it in your packet, go on teambeachbody.com and it'll tell you exactly how to do your before and after pictures. Now, key. Beachbody will throw out pictures for competition-wise anyway, or for our infomercials that look in any way like they've been tampered. And that includes any kind of weird angles or lighting or anything special that it looks like you've done to the picture. Just don't mess with that. You don't need to. If you're doing the program right, I mean, you may not look like Adam Calabrese after the first round. Eventually you can get here if that's what you want to do. But you're going to be healthier. So, don't compare yourself to any of these other before and after pictures. Some of these people have been doing multiple rounds. Now, that's a key component here, because a lot of times we look at these before and after, we're like, oh, that's after just 21 days. Well, this one is. But some of them are people who have gone through a journey and they've lost 300 pounds or whatever. You can't do that in 21 days. You can't do that even in 90 days. So, there are some exceptions to the rule with some people who are like, the changes are extreme after 90 days. It can be done to a certain extent, but just don't worry about that. We'll get you where you need to be in your own time. So this is all supposed to be a guide. It's just like your weight. Your weight is simply a relationship between your body mass and gravity. That's it. There's no magical number. There's no, even I struggle with that. I freak out when I gain and lose pounds and I can't lose the last 10 pounds and whatever. It's all relative. You're going to gain muscle, which is denser and presses heavier on the scale. But you're going to be smaller ultimately when you are building the lean muscle and you're doing the stuff that you need to do. So just stay with it. Keep track of things and you'll get there. Now, the eating plan guides, especially the 21-day fix. Well, I shouldn't even say especially the 21-day fix. It is the eating plan for 21-day fix. It's the core of the program. But nutrition. Every single program's nutrition guide is so important. I don't care if it's combat. I don't care if it's 21-day fix. I don't care if it's the little one that I have here for P90 or T25. It doesn't matter. These are core. These are specifically written with the science behind it, and it explains to you, why it is that you're eating the things that you're eating, how to do the calorie counting, how to use the formulas in order to figure out what your BMI is, how to figure out, all of those things. Remember, these are just guides. They're just gauges of things. Don't treat this like, oh, I need to be at, X weight, BMI, whatever. That's not accurate. I want you to be healthy. There's recipes in here. The Insanity Max 30 comes with a restaurant eating guide. I think that's something that they're trying to include in all of them. TeamBeachbody.com has resources that we'll go over later too. But just get plugged into all of this, because this is going to tell you exactly what to do, how to do it, and I can't really help you unless you've read through all of this. I'll be honest with you. That's really key. For those of you who hate reading, suck it up, because you got to do it. You need to go through all of this stuff, and you need to just learn it. Also, you're going to have pullouts for recipes and information on Shakeology, which is all going to be really good for you. And for those of you who signed on as coaches, that's a whole other set of stuff that we'll talk about too. But that's the basis. So that's your challenge pack. That's what you got with the challenge pack. And I put you into the Fit Cat community. That is your workout community. Post whatever you want to in there, as long as it is relatively scientifically based. We'll talk about it if it's not something that is. Workout pictures, questions you have, comments you have, helpful things that you have. You are all from different backgrounds. Some of you have nutrition backgrounds. Some of you have fitness backgrounds. Some of you have other backgrounds, your moms, your people, your people. So use the information and the knowledge that you have. And if it's something that, will be helpful to other people, then by all means, share that with us. But that's basically what it is. So we'll get into that next, and I'll talk to you about how to best use your online support community. Welcome to the team again, and I hope that you find these videos be educational and supportive. And I will talk to you cats later.